Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another segment of Long Live TNA. I am your host, Joseph Freeman. So WWE fans, you don't think that the WWE is nervous of TNA. Sure, outside they talk big. They're at a press conference when someone was asking them about TNA, they did say, you know what, TNA is nothing but a second-rate show. Of course they're going to say that. They have to sound confident so they can influence their fans that their brand is the better one, and that is good public relation tactics. However, deep inside, they are nervous, and I'm going to show you why I believe they are nervous on today's show. The way I'm going to do it is I'm going to be talking to you about 3 current superstars that are under WWE contract. Rob Van Dam, Sabu, and Paul Heyman. Let's start with Rob Van Dam. As of last summer, Rob Van Dam at ECW's One Night Stand, his hometown field, won the WWE Championship from John Cena. The following Tuesday night, he became the ECW World Heavyweight Champion, becoming the first wrestler in history to hold both titles at the same time. What happens a couple months later? He gets busted with marijuana. He loses both titles, and he's suspended from the company. Understandable. But they carried it too long with him being in the doghouse. Rob Van Dam even said so himself. He goes, okay, you know what? I screwed up. I smoked a doobie. I get the message. I'm sorry, but this is going a little too far. Suddenly, he's getting to the point where he's so upset with the company for keeping him in the doghouse for so long that he's thinking about quitting the company. He's thinking about letting his contract expire this summer. And afterwards, he's maybe thinking about going to TNA, possibly. What happens all of a sudden? Rob Van Dam starts to win his matches. At WrestleMania 23, Rob Van Dam led the ECW Originals into victory over the New Breed because the WWE is trying to butter up Rob Van Dam, and they're trying to say, you know what, you stick with the WWE, we'll treat you right. Why? Because they're nervous. They know if Rob Van Dam decides not to renew his contract in the WWE and he does jump over to TNA, what's going to happen is a lot of the WWE fans, especially the ones who were fans of ECW, are going to stop watching the WWE and they're going to turn over to TNA. Because Rob Van Dam, whether he was a bad guy or a good guy in the WWE, as the WCW ECW Invasion storyline show, the fans loved him. And it doesn't matter if he's in the WWE or TNA, Rob Van Dam will be appreciated by everybody. Let's move on to Sabu. He's pretty much in the same boat. He hates the new ECW, folks, okay? You know, you say just because it's ECW, he's going to be there. Well, he is not satisfied. There have been times where Sabu was trying to get himself fired. He hated the new ECW so much. The WWE got so nervous of him doing this that they pulled him from the main event at December to Dismember's Elimination Chamber and replaced him with Hardcore Holly. Yet, despite all this, they did not release Sabu from his contract. Why? Because they're nervous. They know if they were to fire Sabu, Sabu would, after his 90-day no-compete clause expired, he'd probably jump back over to TNA where the fans love him and they appreciated his skills, and he was in more hardcore matches over there than he is in the new ECW. Look at Abyss vs. Sabu in the Barbed Wire Massacre. Have you people not seen that match? If not, go to YouTube, type in Sabu, Abyss, Barbed Wire Massacre. You can watch the match and you can see stuff that will make you cringe, okay? But getting back to the point, the WWE is nervous if Sabu jumps over to TNA again alongside Rob Van Dam. They're going to lose thousands and thousands of fans over to TNA simply because they love watching Sabu. Finally, let's move on to Paul Heyman. The guy is a master of loose commentary. He is a great speaker. And the WWE has used that in the new ECW storyline, and they even show it on the old ECW DVD where Paul Heyman, he's always truthful with the fans. Remember the night Sabu didn't show up because he preferred to go to Japan and then they left ECW in a big predicament in their main event? Paul Heyman went out to the fans and he told them the truth, why Sabu was gone, and then he publicly fired Sabu right there and then. You know, that shows you just how truthful Paul Heyman is with the fans, and the fans are going to take his word over the WWE's. What happened after ECW's December to Dismember was Paul Heyman got the blame for the bad ratings. Paul Heyman got the blame for the fact that ECW's December to Dismember pay-per-view sucked. And Paul Heyman was removed from his status as being the director of the new ECW. They haven't released him from his contract though. Why? Because they're nervous. They know, had they released Paul Heyman from his contract, he would have jumped ship over to TNA, where they would have used his great public speaking skills, they would have used his loose commentary tactics to bash the WWE, where he would tell the truth about why he was removed from his status, and why he believes the new ECW sucks. Which it does. Don't tell me it's good compared to the old ECW, because it is not. It never will be. You guys say that the WWE is not nervous of TNA. If you read these news sources, you'll see Rob Van Dam, Sabu are not happy, and Rob Van Dam was contemplating letting his contract run out until they started buttering him up. And same with Sabu and Paul Heyman. They haven't let him go from his contract. Put the facts together. There's only one reason that they have not released Rob Van Dam, Sabu, and Paul Heyman from their contracts, and they're trying to keep Rob Van Dam and Sabu around. Why? Because the WWE is nervous, and they do see TNA as a threat. This is your host, Joe Freeman, signing off. Have a good night.